Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. Let's get a quick overview of the connection this week. First, we have my section. In my section, we talk about welcome back. Be sure to complete your income worksheets, Kenmore Junior Senior High 100th anniversary, and safety and security, and where we are with that in our district. Then we, of course, have our section on safety tips for families. If you see something, say something is our topic this week. Of course, then we go to our school and district highlights, and we finish things off with our recognition this week. So let's get going. First, welcome back. I cannot believe it. We're in the 24-25 school year, and folks, I can't tell you how wonderful it was to see all of our kiddos coming back into our schools, starting some of our new procedures at some of our schools, as well as seeing families. I saw a lot of families that, of course, were sad to see their kids go back to school, but I also saw a lot of smiles on some of our parents' faces as our students went back for their first day of school, and we're all happy. We're happy to see that the kiddos are back. We're happy to have our teachers back, our administrators back, and we're really focused on the positive energy that we just feel around the Kenton community. Check out that section here in the connection. Then we get to this, be sure to complete your income worksheet section. Now, folks, the Community Eligibility Provision, CEP, Household Income Eligibility Form. I cannot stress this enough. A lot of times people are hesitant to complete this, folks. It's not just for the good of our families, but for our district. Sometimes you don't qualify for CEP, but because you fill out those forms, it helps the district to qualify for additional funding. Everything from Title I to other grants that we apply for. So I really ask you to look at that section. There's a link there. We're going to be running some contests in our schools to get these back and return before the end of September, but it is our most important thing for us to complete in partnership this month. So please take a look at that section. Then our 100th anniversary, can you believe that that's what we're saying? Kenmore Junior Senior High will be celebrating the 100th anniversary of the building, and how fitting we're back to the original name from 100 years ago, Kenmore Junior Senior High School. I want you to mark your calendars. Thursday, September 26th, from 6 to 8 p.m., we will have a wonderful event at Kenmore Junior Senior High. Live music, free food, some memories, a really great presentation in the pit right there at Kenmore Junior. A lot of you remember it as Kenmore Middle. I'm encouraging all of us that have memories from Kenmore Middle, Kenmore Junior Senior High. Come out that evening and just spend a couple hours with us. Those two presentations are must-sees. They'll happen at 6:20 and 7:20, but I really encourage everybody. We'll spread the word more, but start spreading the word to your friends. And then school safety and security, folks. We've been using our weapons of mass casualty detectors for quite a while now, and really we've had tremendous success in our district. We are kicking it up a notch. All of our schools, as I mentioned last year, this year, all latecomers, late arrivals, and all visitors to every school will have to pass through those detectors. Additionally, I want you to be prepared at all of our secondary schools, middle schools, and high schools. We will absolutely be doing random screenings this year. This first one that's going to be coming up within the next couple weeks, our high schools and our middle schools, they'll announce those. But after that, they will not be announced for the rest of the school year. And I want everybody to be prepared that that's something that we will be doing every quarter this school year. Then we get into our safety tips for families. And folks, focusing on safety and security, really feeling that tragedy from just the other day at Appalachia High in Winder, Georgia. Folks, see something, say something. We just had an example of this being done by a parent at our UPK program. Let's talk to our kiddos about if they see something that's wrong, if they hear of something that's wrong, always the communication that's needed with adults, whether it's somebody at home, somebody in school, working together, we can always work to prevent tragedies and help prevent these tragedies. please check that section out on See Something, Say Something. And I want to reiterate, unapologetically, we hold everyone fully accountable for their actions on our campuses 100% of the time. With that being said, please understand, no weapons are ever allowed, of course inside, but also around our property. Thank you everyone for your anticipated cooperation. And then of course we get into our school and district highlights. Board of Education welcomes trustee Fred Floss and appoints officers. Board recognizes 23-24 Section 6 champions. Kenmore East named NISFA School of Excellence. Kenton celebrates completion of Edison and Hoover construction projects. Lindbergh teachers and staff welcome back PE teacher Kelly Strong. Food Service Department experiments with delicious new recipes. Governor Hochul visits Kenton for listening tour on cell phones. New teachers and community members enjoy the Kenton bus tour. Transportation Department hosts kindergarten school bus orientation. And we finish off with Kenmore East Band Director Phil Agulia, inducted into Buffalo Music Hall of Fame. Check out all of those great stories from our district. And obviously, a lot of them have taken place over the past couple months. We finish off with our recognition, and this student is second to none. What a way to start off the school year to share information about Mr. Jack Johnson. This week we recognize Kenmore West senior Jack Johnson, who has taken on a leadership role at the state level as the male leader of New York State Student Athlete Advisory Committee, also known as SAC. This is a huge accomplishment. Only one student throughout the state can be the leader of this organization, and Jack has been selected for it. Check out this section on Jack. Jack, we are so very proud of your leadership, of course, at the state level, but especially around the halls and football field of Kenmore West and Crosby. So great job, Jack. And then that brings us to the end of our connection this week. And folks, our message is that we are here in another school year. Such positive energy throughout our community. It's in the air. It's just a wonderful time to celebrate learning, to celebrate how fortunate we are to have the teachers and administrators in our children's lives that we do. We celebrate how fortunate we are to have our families and our students in our lives on a daily basis, because together, that work together, that community feel is what makes us Kenton strong. Absolutely the pride of Kenton, and it helps us to keep moving Kenton forward. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Go Bills.